the Ferrari 512 TR. It's a facelifted version of the Testarossa. The Testarossa has a almost rectangular grille and lights without the air intakes, and the rest of the body is pretty much the same. So the Testarossa came out in 1984. The facelifted version, the 512 TR, came out in 1991. And look at it, it is absolutely incredibly beautiful, and of course it has its signature air intakes there. So this is not just for looks. You see, a lot of countries had laws where you cannot have open air intakes on cars designs. So to overcome that problem, that's how they made the air intakes. So this is a quick peek at the interior. I'll show you the interior up close as well, but it's not just those lines that makes the Testarossa so nice. I'll show you what I mean by that. It's also, you know, the overall design. Like, let's take the engine bay. It also has horizontal lines, and those horizontal lines, of course, they go with the air intake. They also match the grille at the back, and look at that. So the grille is covering the taillights as well. The taillights are also rectangular, and it goes with the whole rectangular design of the car. So a lot of people didn't like this departure from curvaceous designs to having a rectangular design, but still it is absolutely incredibly beautiful. I love it. I love that rectangular diffuser as well with the 4 exhaust pipes. So yes, this is the 512 TR. So 512 refers to the engine size, which is a 5-liter V12 engine, which makes around 390 horsepower. So this car can do 0 to 60 time in around 5 seconds, which is not bad for a car which is over 30 years old. So yes, this car is over 30 years old. Now this car is longer and wider than the 512 BBI, which it replaces, and that's because there were some problems with the cabin. The cabin would get very hot, so they had to make the car a little longer to have some space between the cabin and the engine bay. And of course, to make it longer, they had to make it wider for stability. That's why this car is much larger, in fact a little taller as well. So look at how much space there is between the door and the seat. So you have switches there. I'm guessing one is for the engine bay, one is for the maybe the the fuel cap, or maybe even the front trunk. I'm not going to open them anyway. This is the interior. So this one has very nice red and black carpet in it. I don't think that's a standard feature. So this is what the interior looks like. So it's very, very old school. There's nothing digital about it. Everything is analog. You have red dials there. You have some dials there underneath the air conditioning. You have a 5-speed manual gearbox. Perfect. And you have so many knobs and buttons and switches and everything. Look at that ashtray. So yes, this is a very old school car, and of course it's going to drive like an old school car, and I wish someday I get a chance to drive this car. The rest of the interior is pretty much very luxurious. It's mostly covered in leather, very nice tan leather in this particular car. So yes, you have a lot of space in this car. It's not congested. Seats are far apart. The door is far apart. In fact, even the 512 BBI was also very spacious. I've had a chance to be in one, been driven around it, and it was a nice experience. Now, so we have talked about the Testarossa and the 512 TR. Then came the last model of the Testarossa. So that was that's fine. Anyway, I'm here at Tomini Classics, and they have quite a lot of Ferraris around me. You have the 512 TDF on the left. You have the 599. There's an F355, which is almost having the same design, but without the air intakes. And then you have the Acura NSX, which people joke is also a Ferrari on the internet. This is it. This is the 512 M. M stands for Modificato, and let me just show you what that means. This is another facelift of the 512 and the Testarossa. So this came out basically in 1994. The whole Testarossa model range spanned over 12 years, and almost 10,000 cars in total were made. So yes, this is a very, very popular model, and of course you can see why. But the 512M is also a limited edition model. Only around 501 were made. So it is not a very common car. Engine is the same, but now it makes around 440 horsepower. I don't like the headlights, honestly. I don't like the wheels as well, but of course you can see it. The rest of the body is still its own, and they didn't change it. That's one good thing about the car, is that they didn't change much of the design except for those horrible taillights. My god, they look terrible on this. So yes, that's it. The Testarossa was amazing. 512M, a little ugly, but overall I love the Testarossa. Now, if you want to see more videos of Ferraris, modern, or even classics, just head on down to the video description. You'll find names and links there. But if you want to see videos of other manufacturers, other places I've been to, other showrooms, other dealerships, other events, just head on down to my channel and you'll find videos of everything: supercars, hypercars, luxury cars, everything. So thank you so much for watching this video.